What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Wilder Mountain. That's what we call it now, Wilder Mountain, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hi, we're Paige, Casey, and Henry Wilder, an adventurous trio from the Ozarks of Northwest Arkansas. Join us as we explore in our motorhome and in our own backyard as we seek out authentic travel experiences and ways of living for our small family of 3.
So we're done in the RV. We just got back from our trip to the Texas coast, which was awesome. We're back to working on the house. So our project this weekend and maybe for the next week or 2 is redoing this deck off the kitchen. Paige, deck demonstration. Commence.
This is the deck.
So we're gonna refinish. I've got a business trip to Kansas City. There's an IKEA there. Outdoor furniture in our future. Paige is gonna be blowing the deck and cleaning it off. I'm gonna be trying to clean all the junk out of this crack right here. And then we'll be prepped to start stripping and refinishing. That's kind of crazy. I think it's like shit falls in the fall and gets down in here, and then in the winter time it freezes and expands, and like the gap gets a little bit wider and then more stuff falls in there, so it's like pushed it out. This is just crazy. When I started torquing those lag bolts, they just stripped out and pulled back from the deck structure. What are we gonna do, Paige?
The rail is fine.
As is until we can do more.
Yeah.
Okay. We can't get our sprayer to work, so we're gonna hand do it. Okay, scrub on.
Wood cleaner. And this is like the area. Oh, big stink. Look, this is before and this is after. It does such a good job. Wood. Look at that. I'm amazed. Look at that.
That the dirtiest part of the deck was manually scrubbed very thoroughly, and now the rest of it is going to get one big scrub, just so you know.
We have prepared for stain.
We're done scrubbing. We made the mistake in our last house of like super power washing the deck, like power washing porn style, an inch away, and it looked great for a week.
We didn't, yeah.
We never came back and resealed it.
The mistake for like the way we work is we didn't buy the stain.
We didn't buy the stain.
Did that, so it wasn't like bam, bam, everything's ready to go. It was like, oh, we gotta go to Home Depot. We'll do that eventually.
And we didn't check the weather.
Yeah.
I remember it rained for like 2 weeks after that, and so it was just saturated with nothing to protect it, and then all splintered and cracked.
We have no rain.
Someone else owns that deck now.
Forecast.
Just wanted to update you guys on how this looks after washing. It's dried a bit out here. It looks really good compared to where it was. Cleaned up deck. Looking great. Looks great, Paige butt. It's staining day.
I didn't realize it was going to be so painful.
That is dark, yeah.
Oh, it's done!
All coats completed. I might come back and do a second coat on the top of the handrail, but we got it so thick the first time around.
Oh, I think that's, yeah, I think
I don't know if it's gonna need it. What a difference. Stained deck, unstained deck. You're next, buddy. And not in this video. There's a lot more going on out there. More to come. Water based. Oh snap. Patio Furniture's here. Not all of it, some of it. Isn't it crazy here? That's crazy. Hey, hey, you good. Yeah, I got it. Oh yeah. Acacia wood. Is that how you pronounce that? Acacia? Acacia? I feel dumb calling it acacia. What do you think, Henry?
I want to see it.
Yeah, we gotta put them together. Paige and Henry built the first one.
I told him the letter or number of every part, and he
brought
brought
your roll.
everything to me. Dryer, fridge, and it's just so cool that people like believe that if they ask the group, they'll get it. And like it's heartwarming. I love it.
These technically fit side by side, but I think if you're sitting in them, you kind of have to back out. You know, they're kind of tight.
Like, pull them out. We should get a rug so they'll move a little.
Rug, outdoor rug. Looking good, you guys.
Yeah, I love it.
Not done yet. Henry, what do you have to say about our patio furniture?
How are the
I think it's a table and a table.
Okay, he thinks it's a table.
It's stuck on my head.
Okay, we're definitely moving into the next phase of this project, more of the finishing touches. We're pretty happy with how things are looking down here. We're kind of turning our attention to the sky. There's two things that we need out of a deck that we're missing at this point, and that is shade and lighting for at night and entertaining. We've got a couple of sets of, how do you call those things? Outdoor string lights that I got from IKEA that look really nice. We're gonna put those up. And then we got a shade sail from Coolaroo. So we have both of those, and we're gonna anchor them to the house, but I need a post to anchor the far end over here because we don't have one on the deck. I've got a prototype, and if it works well, we'll make it permanent. So I've just got these U-clamps and a 6-foot piece of 1-inch square tubing from the Home Depot, and I'm using this 1x1 material just as a spacer for now. But yeah, basically putting a spacer in between. So I think I'm just gonna cut this to length, put it in between, drill some holes, put a hook up there to hook my lights to, and the other end of our shade that's gonna stretch from here to there. And then we're gonna take it all apart, and I'm gonna spray paint it all flat black, and this will be how we anchor our lights and stuff to the decks. Alright, so there's the slightly less prototypey version of it. Henry, you want to get in there? Show them what it's all about? You know what's going on here? That's okay. Okay, YouTube. We have reached the next level of prototype. Still not done, but check it out. Post is up. Coolaroo is up. Not properly tensioned, but it's there. Lights are up. I think it's looking pretty sweet. What do you think, Henry? Okay. So we pretty much have everything in the right spot. What's left to do is to make it all permanent instead of tying the ropes up like this and weirdness. And then we just need to figure out how the F we're gonna keep tension on these lights without clamping a cord to the rail. Oh, we decided not to paint the post. Jury's out on whether or not I'm just being lazy, but you know, it's very Fayetteville funky to let steel just rust and call it art. It's shaping up. We didn't quite know how this was going to lie, but you're going to have a shady side of the table and a sunny side of the table. Paige didn't want it all shady. She likes to be in the sun sometimes because she's not a vampire. I want shade all the time, so we can just sit on the opposite sides of the table. You guys hearing these cicadas? It's crazy. Last night it got dark, so it was hard to film, but we did finish putting the sail up and the lights in a permanent way. So that was a lot of fun. Paige and I basically became Boy Scouts and learned how to tie taut line hitches and pull the ropes tight with turnbuckles anchored at each of the corners on the house and on our new pole. We got the lights permanently hung. The solution to our tension problem ended up being just zip tying those really tightly to their anchor point while they were under tension, and they're holding up great. There's really only one thing left before we're going to call this done, and that is just managing power cords a little bit. We've got lights on either side of the deck, and we've got a fan that we put out to help kind of keep air flowing for comfort and also blow the mosquitoes away in the evenings. But all of our power is central. We have two covered outlets right in the center of the deck opposite of where we need it. So the solution there is going to be pretty straightforward. Let me show you what we got. Basically, I'm just running two medium duty outdoor extension cables out of these outlets, tucking them into the negative space between the wall of the house and the deck, and to get power to the opposite corners of the deck. And then I got these plastic waterproof, weatherproof power boxes off of Amazon, along with a couple of weatherproof power strips. And so these boxes have rubber pass-throughs where we can run cables in and out. You plug everything together inside the box, clamp it closed, and it's weather sealed. And so now we've got all of our power distributed to the corners of the deck, and everything, all the connection points are weather sealed together. The only other thing that we have plans for with this in the future is actually to plug these lights into some smart switches inside these boxes, so we don't have to open the box to turn them on, and we can set a timer with them, or just turn them on and off with a smart speaker in the house or an app on your phone. We are stoked about how this came out though.